Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this PBA matchup between the Lancaster Thunder and the Dothan Snipers. We are getting ready for tip-off here at East High School. You see the starters for Dothan. We got Marlon Stabler, Johnny Coleman. We got Levert Bristol, Bryson Dawkins. We'll see Jordan Neal as he makes his way to the floor. Jaden Geis over there for the Lancaster Thunder, as well as Sean Rogers. Shamarian Rogers as well, and Corey Benton. The ref gets ready to tip it off. We'll get this game started, and we are underway here as Jordan Neal, or Trey Jackson rather, takes it across the timeline and thought about shooting it and gives it back over on the wing. There's a shot by Dawkins. Dawkins hits the three, and that is how it gets started here. Dothan on top 3-0 over Lancaster. And here comes the Thunder taking it across the court. Nice screen set up there by Rogers. Rogers now with it on the wing. Swings it over to Geis. Or rather, no. That shot is off the mark, and that's going to be a foul. And that is number 21, Kyron McClure. Geis is actually 22. So McClure going to go to the line for two. And makes the first one. McClure misses the second. And Dawkins coming up with it. Dawkins driving, pull up, jumper good. And a foul. And Dawkins is going to go to the line for two. Well, actually for one, and he misses that one. But Dawkins gets the rebound. Good hustle play there by Dothan. Swings it over to Johnny Coleman. Coleman lobs it to Bristol. Bristol catches the tip. Bristol pass to Dawkins. Dawkins shoots a three. No good. And rebounded to Benton. And here we go. Lancaster. A little fast break. Benton a long three. And driving the lane. Up and in. 7-1 is your score. Oh, nice spin move, McClure. McClure up and in. Comes Dawkins. Driving the baseline. Scores. Great job there by Marlon Stabler. Shoots inside. Shot. Basket's good. 11-5 is your score. Dothan on top. And there's a three-point shot that is good. It's 11-8. Spin move. Bristol up, trying to get the rebound. Good steal on the play. Here's a fast break stolen by Dawkins. That shot is good. Good play there by Coleman. Comes Lancaster. Three-pointer by Geis. No good. Rebounded by Trey Jackson. Got it poked away. Be Dothan basketball. That is Stabler. Coleman driving up and in. Good play there by Johnny Coleman. It's 15-8. Coleman is going to the line for the and one with 6:35 remaining here in the first. Shot is off. And that's a three-pointer that's good. It's now 15-11. And here comes Johnny Coleman. Trying to get around Rogers. Coleman all the way to the rack and in. Here comes Lancaster. Long three. Off the iron. No good. Oh, and a good rebound there by Rogers. Gets it up and in. It's 17-13. Dawkins over to Bristol. Bristol, which that's going to be a backcourt violation. And Lancaster will inbounds it, trailing by 4. Inside, McCray. McCray for 3, no good. Tipped, out of bounds. And it will be Lancaster ball. Over to McCray. Bounce pass inside to Rogers. Oh, what a give and go play. Count the bucket. What a move there. Rogers to Benton. And he will go to the line for the and one. And Lancaster now trails by 2. And Corey Benton going to get an opportunity to cut into this lead for Lancaster. And Benton makes it. It's a 1-point game. Dothan on top. Dawkins with it. Trying to get around his man. Geis stolen. Or no, that's almost a steal. But that's going to be back to Dothan. It was a good play there by Shane Fuqua. Or no, rather, Del Banaga. Jackson lost it. And another steal. Dawkins comes up with the steal. That shot is good. That's a three-pointer. That's LeVert Bristol putting it down. Oh, Rogers, what a play. What a play there by Sean Rogers. We got a back-and-forth game here. 4:52 remaining here in the first. Trying to take that one out. Coleman on the baseline. It's going to go back to Lancaster. Dothan leading by 2 early on here in the first quarter. Trying to set up that screen. Geis back over to Rogers. Almost got it stolen. Geis. Shot. That is off. They're saying it's out of bounds. That was number 21, Kyron McClure. 4:26 remaining here in the first quarter. We got a timeout. We're going to take one, too. You are watching PBA basketball. And welcome back. 4:26 left to go here in the first. Lancaster trailing Dothan 20-18. How is everybody doing? It's Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. And here we go. Off a timeout, Johnny Coleman trying to get by his man. Throws up a three off the mark. Lancaster rebound. He tried to push it up the floor. And the give is to McKinnon McKnight over to Rogers. Rogers just bodies his way through the post. And then it will go out of play and back to the Dothan Snipers. Dothan, the defending PBA champions. Dawkins driving. And he gets fouled. First shot's good. And he makes them both. 4-point lead for Dothan. Comes Lancaster. That's Fuqua. Shane Fuqua. Over to McCray. Fuqua. That was Banaga, rather. His shot is no good. Good hustle there by Banaga. Thought about the three. Good pressure there by Dothan. Dothan switching on that defense, trying to get the turnover. And just swarming him in the post and stolen by Levert Bristol. Good defensive stop there by Dothan. Here comes Dawkins going coast to coast, and that got blocked. What a defensive play there by Lancaster. That was Sean Rogers with the block. Driving, lost it, and it's going to be stolen. And that shot off the mark by Stabler, no good. And we got a whistle, and that is going to be a foul. (22-18) is your score here in the first quarter. .246 remaining. Lancaster with the ball, driving. Oh, and they got it swatted away. Did Dothan last touch it? They're saying it's going to be Lancaster ball. They're actually going to call a foul. So going to the line will be Shane Fuqua. Fuqua to the line. Misses the first. Fuqua makes one of two. And here comes Dothan. Ooh, thought about the three. That is Julian Johnson, who's checked into the game. Coleman misses the shot. Lancaster down by 3, trying to push it up. Giving it on the baseline. Stolen. And they get it right back, but they're going to call a foul. Johnson with it. Johnson for 3. And hits it. That took a friendly roll on the top of the arc. And it's now a 6-point lead for Dothan. That gets knocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay here with Lancaster. Oh, no, it's going to be Dothan ball. Dothan with it. Johnson, another steal. And another foul. Johnson's going to go to the line here for Dothan. As the Dothan Snipers leading by 6. This is the largest lead of the game so far. Johnson makes that one. And he makes them both. And we have a delay in play, but we'll start it back up again. Fuqua got it stolen. No whistle. And the reverse slam by Dawkins gives Dothan a 10-point lead. And Lancaster's going to hurry. They want to hurry up the court. There's a corner 3. And that is good. Great shot there. Lancaster now trails by 7. Johnson. Bristol back over to Coleman. Johnson for 3. Misses the shot. Tipped it. Back out to Johnson. Got it blocked. But then he gets it back. And then into the hands of Shaman Moore in Lancaster. 46 seconds left here in the first. And this will be 2 foul shots coming up for Lancaster. Shane Fuqua at the line. First one's good. And he makes them both. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Johnson with it. Taking it across the timeline, looking for the screen. Johnson's going to drive the lane. Pass out to Coleman. Coleman almost lost it. Takes it over to the inbounds. Back over to Dawkins. He's got to watch his feet that he doesn't get called for a backcourt violation. But he lets a long three fly, and he hits it. Incredible three-point shot by Bryson Dawkins at 34-24. Driving the lane. Good. A good job there by Lancaster. 2 up, no good. Lancaster has a chance for one last play. Goes out of bounds with 3.5 seconds. I don't know if it's going to be enough time to get it off. Shot is up, no good, and that's the first quarter. After one, Dothan leading Lancaster 32-26. We'll step aside and we'll get ready for the second quarter as you're watching PBA basketball. And we are back here. Start of the second quarter. Dothan leading Lancaster 32-26. Lancaster, Geis will inbounds it. They just making sure the shot clock is ready. Refs are just discussing something with the fans. And now we'll get the play resumed. Lancaster with the ball. McCray. Fuqua. Little finger roll up and in. A good play there by Fuqua. As Lancaster trailed by as many as 10. They trail by 4. There's a three-pointer, and what a job there by Johnny Coleman answering with a 3 of his own. It's 35-28. Shot is off. No good. Out of bounds. It's going to remain with Lancaster. And that's going to be stolen. And Johnny Coleman. How about that move? All the way to the basket. Lancaster now finds themselves trailing by 9. That's rebounded by Dawkins. Dawkins, he's trying to go coast to coast. Good save. Dawkins on the baseline. Dawkins takes it back out. Looking for the screen. Does not get it. He's at the top of the key. Levert Bristol swings it over. Corner 3. Off the mark. And no good. And Lancaster with the possession. McCray up and in. Off the glass. That was a good take there by McCray. Back out to Coleman. Coleman to Dawkins, top of the key. Dawkins behind the back. The double team is Lancaster trying to get a turnover. And we got a foul. Denton will inbounds it. So over to McCray. McCray thought about the three, swings it over to Rogers. Rogers in the paint. Rogers, too strong. Dothan with the possession. Now Johnson. Oh, Johnson with an open lane, but that was tipped. It goes out of bounds, but it will stay right here with Dothan. 7:53 left to go here in the second quarter. A good take, but good defense there by Lancaster. Denton back out. McCray, corner three. No good. Bristol with a rebound. Levert Bristol back over to Johnson. Johnson got it stolen. And that's going to be a foul on Dothan. Back out to McCray. McCray for three. Off the mark. Goes into the hands of Thomas Broxton. Back out. Tipped. Dawkins, long three. I don't think that was what he wanted to do. Bristol, up and in. Good job there by Levert Bristol. Rogers. He got a foul. Lancaster will inbounds. McCray with it. Dish it inside to Rogers. Rogers being guarded by Dawkins. Kicks it out to the top of the key. Almost got it poked, and he does. And then all the way with a windmill jam. Great move there by Dawkins. Largest lead of the game for Dothan. And the ref's going to go talk it over to the scores table. .635 left to go here in the second. All right, here we go. McCray will inbounds it. Fuqua with it. Back out to McCray. McCray. It goes between the legs of Rogers. Turnover. Back to Dothan. Stabler. Put to Dawkins. Dawkins dribbling, crossover, step back three. No good. Lancaster with the board. Pull-up jumper got bumped, but a good job there by number 21, Kyron McClure. Thought he had the N1. There's Johnson. Hits the floor. Dawkins passes it. Stabler for three. No good. Dawkins gets the rebound. Dawkins, a long two, no good. And into the hands of McCray. And a nice pass and a little give and go. And right to Geis. And Dawkins back over to Johnson. Johnson lets a three fly. No good. Long pass. Back out. McClure. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson wants to go transition. Going fast. Might have rushed that three, but they get the offensive rebound. There's Dothan on the baseline. Little lob pass to Johnson. Johnson for three. No good. Trying to hustle to try to get that offensive rebound, but a foul committed in the process. 4:49 left to go here in the second quarter. We have a timeout, so we'll take one too here as you're watching PBA basketball. And we are back here. 41-34, Dothan leading. Geis over to McClure, back over to Geis. Geis for a long three and hits a long three. And that's a way to get back into the game. They trailed by as many as 11. They're now trailing by 4. And they almost ended up getting a turnover there. But Dothan will get the possession back. Actually, no, correction. Lancaster gets the ball as they get it right back after forcing the turnover to Dothan. Oh, and that's stolen. Good job there getting that steal. And really, they've just changed possessions simultaneously. And Lancaster gets it back. So a total of 3 turnovers in a short span. Oh, and that's blocked by Dawkins. But it's going to go out of bounds at Dothan. Lancaster. Geis. Shot is off. Be Dothan basketball. Dawkins. And we got a foul, 3:55 remaining. Pass it inside. Oh, what a spin move. But couldn't handle it. Turnover, Lancaster. Long three is off the mark. Trying to get the putback. Good offensive rebound there by post player there for Lancaster. And what a move. And one, count the bucket. Lancaster now trails by 2. And they could cut it to 1. Kyron McClure going to the line. We got some subs coming in for Lancaster. And the basket is good. And Trey Jackson going to take this. Over to Dawkins. Baseline. Dawkins driving the lane and scores. And that was a very well-needed bucket by Dothan as they saw Lancaster end up cutting it to 1. And Dothan gets the turnover, and they'll get the ball back. Trey Jackson with it. And a foul. He's trying to lob it over to Levert Bristol. Jackson. Over to Stabler. Coleman. Dawkins with it. Dawkins for 3. Shot is off. Good hustle play. It's actually going to be a foul going the other way. Shot's no good. And that basket's good, and it's a 2-point lead for Dothan. Coleman now with it. Coleman for 3. And hits that 3. 46-41. Lancaster now with the basketball. Nice pass. He's open into the post and scores Del Bonaca. Trey Jackson. Stolen by Lancaster. Fast break. Nice pass inside and scores. What more can you ask for a Lancaster who ends up getting another turnover? And just like that, Lancaster has got a 2-point lead here with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Timeout. Dothan wants to talk it over. They trail by 2 as Lancaster has been on an incredible run to take the 2-point lead. It's 2:01 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back after this on PBA basketball. All right, we are back here. Dothan with the basketball. Trailing by 2 after the timeout. Johnson trying to take it over, swings over to Coleman. Coleman trying to feed it into Bristol. Well, we got a whistle. This is where Dothan needs to just get a bucket. Finding themselves trailing by 2. And now they'll go ahead and inbounds this. Coleman looking for somebody. Gets it out to Dawkins. Dawkins driving, splits the defenders. Dawkins. And what a putback there by Dawkins to tie the game and count the bucket. Dawkins is going to go to the line for the and one. Actually, they're not counting that bucket. My bad. They're not counting the bucket. They called the foul before the shot. So Dawkins, he makes the first one. He's got a chance to tie it here. Makes them both. We're tied once again. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Yeah, what a move there. That was a great move. And Lancaster back up by 2. Bristol got it stolen. Turnover. Another turnover going the other way. Dawkins. And out of play. Minute 9 left to go here in the first half. It will be Dothan basketball. Hoping to close out this first half on a good note. Coleman. Back out. Johnson got it blocked. Into the hands of Bristol. Back to Johnson. Johnson puts up a shot off the glass. No good. Lancaster pulling down the board. You got that one poked away, but it'll be another foul. 49 seconds remaining here in the first half. That will be a foul on Dothan. So Rogers is going to go to the line for 2 to try to extend this lead for Lancaster. We got Bennett has checked into the game. You got Fuqua over there as well. McCray. First foul shot's no good. And he makes 1 of 2. It's a 3-point lead for Lancaster. Now Johnson with it. Johnson driving the lane. Johnson and scores. That was a powerful move to the lane. There was really nobody guard him on that defense, as that was a hot pass down low that goes back to Dothan on the turnover. And now Dothan's going to go fast. Dawkins trying to cross his man up, and Lancaster ends up getting the turnover, and a big-time block there. They're going to say that is a clean block by Dawkins. I'm not sure. They could call a foul there. No, they're not going to say foul. No, they do. They're starting to line up, so it will be a foul. Lancaster up by 1 with 23 seconds left to go here in the first half. And the first foul shot's good. Misses the second. Bristol with the rebound. But we got another whistle. It's 52-50, Lancaster on top. Refs are talking it over. I guess they're trying to figure out how many team fouls is there. There's 5 team fouls for Dothan, 4 for Lancaster. There should be foul shots coming up. And I think that's what the discussion is here. Just want to remind everybody that you're watching PBA basketball all season long. I'll be giving you play-by-play action for all the teams across the country. We got the Dothan Snipers out of Dothan, Alabama, visiting the Lancaster Thunder. And here we go. Johnson now with it. Could be the final shot of the first half. Johnson got that one ripped out of his hands, and that's an easy play. Ref's going to call a foul there. Johnson's going to go to the line for 2. And now Johnson's got a chance to tie it here. He makes the first. And now Johnson with the second. And he makes them both. And we are tied once again. This might be Lancaster's final shot of the first half. Can they get a buzzer beater to close out the first? Rogers. Oh, what a move. And that is right with 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Lancaster leading by 2. We got the second half coming. Don't go anywhere. It's a 2-point lead for Lancaster. We're at halftime. We'll be back after this. You're watching PBA basketball. And welcome back. Start of the second half. Lancaster up by 2. And here we go. And that pass by Johnny Coleman. We'll go ahead and start it back off again. He's trying to get the kinks out. Ref's going to go to the scorer's table. And just have a little conversation. And we'll start this game back up momentarily. All right, here we go. Dothan with the basketball, trailing by 2. Step back 3. Dawkins, no good. Rebounded by Benton. Benton trying to get around his man. Oh, and it's stolen. What a steal all the way, and scores. Des Cole just tied the game for Dothan. McClure. Back out to McCray. Inside to Rogers. Rogers. Up and at him. Lancaster with a 2-point lead. Dawkins now with it. Bodies up in the post. Coleman for 3. No good. McCray getting the rebound and little balancing act to save that one over to Benton. Lobs it into Rogers. Rogers. Oh, what a pass to Benton, and Benton slices the defense. Lancaster up by 4. Great move there by Benton. Dawkins. That 3 was a tried attempt by Levert Bristol. And that was swatted away, and it looked like Dothan was trying to get the steal. And it will go back to Lancaster, up by 4 here in the second half. Dawkins looking for that screen. Spin move, getting around his man. Swats back out, Des Cole, and Cole could not finish. And here comes Dothan, or here comes Lancaster. Back out, Benton for 3, no good. Rebounded by Broxton. Coleman. Johnny Coleman, Bristol says, I got it. Pulls down the rebound. Des Cole looking for somebody. Looking. Cole. 3-pointer is good, and Dothan cuts it to 1. Great shot there by Des Cole. Good assist by Dawkins. We got McKnight. Benton, baseline. Splits the defenders. Benton. And he gets fouled. 7:27 left to go here in the third quarter. And Benton going to go to the line for 2. First foul shot's no good. Benton misses both of them. Bristol with the rebound, but we got another foul. Actually not a foul. They're going to call a lane violation. Ben's going to get another chance at it. And he does. He does make it. So the lane violation gives Lancaster a 2-point lead. Dawkins ended up losing it. Rogers. McClure. Back to McCray. McCray for three. 62-57. Lancaster with a 5-point lead. Coleman swinging around to Cole. Des Cole for three, no good. McCray. Corner three is off. Coleman gets it. Trying to save it. Oh, and he just took a hard fall on the floor. Des Cole. Hopefully he's okay. He gets back up. There you go. .638 remaining here in the third. McClure. Over to Benton. Benton driving. Inside to Rogers. Rogers puts a shot up and gets fouled. And Rogers will go to the line for two. First shot is no good. He does make one of two, so that's a 6-point lead for Lancaster. Dawkins driving, baseline, puts up a shot. He just put it in with force. McCray for three, and he answers. Three of his own. It's 66-59. Here comes Johnson. Johnson trying to get around his man. Screened by Bristol. Johnson puts up a shot. And no good. Rebounded by Benton. Benton passes. Oh, stolen by Johnson. There's a three-pointer. No good by Dawkins. But a foul. Foul was on Lancaster. Dawkins will inbounds. Oh, got it tipped away. And Dawkins will try it again. Dothan down by 7. Coleman trying to get around Rogers. Coleman back to Johnson, top of the key. Johnson for three, back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Here comes Rogers. Hustling down the floor. Slices the defense, gets his own rebound. Rogers puts it up and in. Good hustle play there by Sean Rogers. It's a 9-point lead for Lancaster. Dawkins to Coleman. Coleman driving. Coleman inside to Stabler. Stabler up and good. Hustling down the floor and trying to get his own rebound. Dothan ends up getting the rebound. Dawkins pulls that one down. Here comes Dawkins. Looking for the screen. Dawkins for three. No good. Almost getting that rebound, but taking it across the court. Benton back to McClure. McClure for three. Good! 10-point lead for Lancaster. And that's stolen. Lancaster all the way to Rogers. Rogers got tipped back out. Here comes Johnny Coleman. Doesn't have the numbers. Back out to Johnson. Johnson, oh, what a pass to Johnny Coleman. Dawkins to Coleman. That is the formula right there to try to get back into this game. We got Knight driving. Knight scoring. And now it's a 10-point lead once again for Lancaster. And we got a foul. 3:35 remaining here in the third. It is 73-63. And it looks like we'll have a timeout. We'll take one too as you are watching PBA basketball. And we are back. Fresh off the inbounds and another whistle. And we will try it again. Lancaster with the ball up by 10. Back out to McCray. McCray lobs into Rogers, out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Dothan. Here comes Dothan. Dawkins with it. Trying to set up the screen. See if Dawkins can get around his man. Nice crossover. He does get around his man and draws the foul. Now will be 2 foul shots coming up for Dawkins. His team finding them trailing by 10. First foul shot's no good. Dawkins makes 1 of 2. Got some subs coming in. And we'll get ready. Geis. Top of the key. Geis for 3. No good. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to Dothan. Dawkins with it. Dawkins swings it over. Johnny Coleman for 3. No good. And rebounded by Shamarian Rogers. Saved. Good job there. Getting it back. 3-pointer. No good. Good job on the offensive glass there by Fuqua. And it's an 11-point lead for Lancaster. Coleman now with it. Largest deficit of the game for Dothan. Swinging that over in the corner. Back over to Coleman on the wing. Coleman at the top of the key, driving around his man. Johnson thought about the 3. Pump fakes. Dawkins for 3, no good. Rebounded by Fuqua. Baseline. 3 is good. And it's the largest lead of the game. Geis with the 3. 78-64, Lancaster on top. And we got a foul. 1:54 remaining here in the third. It's not a foul. It's going to be a timeout. 78-64. Lancaster leading in this one. We'll be back. You're watching PBA basketball. And we are back here. Lancaster leading 78-64 here in the third quarter. Dothan's Johnson will inbounds the basketball. Coleman now with it. Dribbling. Top of the key to Dawkins. Dawkins drives, kicks it out. That shot is off. Rebounded by Bonoka. Back over Fuqua. Fuqua, little floater, and it's going in and good. Shane Fuqua gives Lancaster the 80-64 lead. Bristol trying to set up that screen. Now Coleman trying to lob it into Bristol. Gets it right back to Dawkins. Dawkins driving and got fouled right there. But it's going to be, actually, no, that's a clean block by Rogers. Oh, no, Bennett. That was Bennett with the clean block. But it's going to go to Lancaster. Is Lancaster just trying to close out this third quarter? Geis. Oh, just could not finish. Bristol with the rebound. All the way in and scoring Dawkins. As Dothan is saying, we're not done yet. We could score in bunches as well. A good play there by Dawkins. Is Lancaster just trying to slow it down? Rogers got fouled on the play. 37 seconds left to go here in the third. And that's going to be stolen by Dothan. Dawkins, oh, he got swatted. That is a great block by number 35, Dale Banaga. 30 seconds remaining. Foul shots coming up for Dothan. Bryson Dawkins misses the first. Makes one of two. Lancaster can hold for the final shot of the third. Geis, three-pointer's good. Not sure why they rushed that shot, but now Dothan will have a chance for the final possession. As they're trading baskets, and how about this? Lancaster, 6 seconds remaining. We'll get the ball back. Geis, 4 seconds. Geis at the buzzer. Good! Geis with another three at the buzzer. It's 86-67. We got one more quarter to go. Lancaster trying to close this one out and get the victory as you are watching PBA basketball. Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Lancaster leading by 19 over Dothan. And it has been the play of Jaden Geis. A couple of threes. Kind of give them a comfortable lead here in the fourth quarter. Nice pass inside of Rogers. Rogers being guarded by Coleman. Coleman, that's just good defense by Johnny Coleman. But they are going to call a foul on Coleman. Not sure if he is in the act of shooting, so that's going to be a foul that will be taken underneath the basket. Inside to into Rogers. Rogers. And that gets swatted out of play. But it will remain with Lancaster. I think if you're Lancaster, you just want to try to take as much time as possible. 9:16 remaining. Up by 19. That shot's no good. Rogers with the rebound. Rogers puts it off the glass and in. What a shot there by Sean Rogers. And it's a 21-point lead for Lancaster. Inside, Bristol. Could not finish. Bennett. Back out for three. That is no good. And that's going to be a foul. Dothan, three-pointer, off the mark. Nice place, McClure, Rogers. Oh, man, Rogers has been incredible in the post. It is 90-67. As Dawkins looking for that screen over to Bristol. Bristol trying to drive the lane. Bristol in the post. And that's a foul. Dawkins will go to the line. Makes the first. And Dothan gets the possession back. Coleman driving. Coleman back out to Johnson. Johnson for three, and no good. Johnson will inbounds. Dawkins driving. Dawkins. And scoring. And it's back to a 20-point lead for Lancaster. Almost got that one swatted away. It was actually out of bounds off Lancaster, so Dothan will get the ball back, trailing by 20. And stolen by Rogers. Rogers all the way to the rack and finishes. It's 92-70. Coleman, Bristol, and he scores. Back to a 20-point lead. Driving. Back out. Geis for three. Geis has been hot. Oh, good job by Rogers in the tip in. Dothan trailing by 22. Bristol. Spin move. Got it poked away, but that's going to be a foul, I believe, with 7:14 remaining here in the contest. Johnson will inbounds to Bristol on the corner. Back out to Dawkins. Dawkins for three. Dawkins hits it. Good play there by Dawkins. You've got Dothan that's trying to claw their way back in this ball game. McClure or Geis. Geis trying to get around his man inside of Rogers. Oh, Rogers has been huge in the post. And that will also be a foul, so he'll go to the line for the three-point play. And here's Rogers. Misses. Dothan comes up with a rebound. Coleman for three. Yes! Johnny Coleman. Three-pointer, it's 96-78. McClure inside to Rogers. Rogers up. Bristol gets the rebound, but that's going to be a foul. Des Cole checking back in. 6:31 remaining in the game. This is going to be a technical foul going the other way. Dawkins will take this technical. And makes the first. (96-79). Johnson. Inside, Dawkins ended up losing it, and here comes Lancaster. Another steal. Dothan was able to get it back. Back out. Coleman for three. And Coleman hit, or not Coleman. That's Des Cole that ends up hitting that one. 96-82. Back out for three, and what a job answering with a three of his own. (99-82). Dawkins for three, no good. Here comes Lancaster on the fast break. McClure, corner three, no good. 5:32 remaining in the ball game. And off the inbounds, Dothan ends up missing an assignment, and Lancaster gets the bucket. It's 101-82. And stolen, Lancaster, fast break, McClure. McClure tipped by Rogers. Rogers trying to hustle on the play. And he'll go back to Dothan. Johnson will inbounds. Trying to drive around two defenders. Dawkins. Jumper is off the mark. Here comes Lancaster. McClure. Three-pointer is good. 104-82. That was Marvin Thomas for a three. Trying to get that one back out. Blocked. But it's going to be a foul with 4:32 remaining in the ball game. It's going to be foul shots coming up for Des Cole. Or no, Dawkins. Those foul shots for Dawkins as he misses. But before that, we got ourselves a timeout. We'll go ahead and step aside. We'll take one too. You're watching PBA basketball. Come back, Dothan at the line, and Dawkins makes that one. Oh, what a play there by Lancaster to get it up and in and to count the bucket. It is 106-83 with 4:26 remaining. McClure is now 107-83. He gets the and one. Coleman driving. Almost got it stolen. Dawkins with it. Des Cole, corner three. Good. McClure now with it. McClure step back three. Trying to answer with a three of his own. Rebounded by Coleman. Long pass, and it was just too much mustard on it. And now Lancaster's Marvin Thomas will inbounds it. And here we go. McKinnon Knight. Back out behind the arc. McCray. McCray steps up. Three-pointer rattles in and out. Rebounded by Johnson. Good rebound there by Johnson. Three-pointer is no good. Oh, a good save there. As off the glass in Des Cole. 107-88. 3:20 remaining. And that's stolen by Dothan. Johnson for three. Rattles in and out. Rebounded by Lancaster. Good play there. Getting the rebound. Out of play off of Marvin Thomas. 3:04 remaining. It's 107-88. Dothan with the basketball. Over to Johnson. So Dothan, even though they find themselves down by 19, they're going to fight in this one. Nice pass, Des Cole. Dishes into Levert. Back to Cole. Cole for three. Rattles in and out. No good. And Rogers came out with the rebound. McCray up and in. There you go. It's 109-88. Anytime Dothan got a big bucket, Lancaster responded. And Lancaster thought they were stealing it, but ref did blow the whistle before the play was able to transpire. We got ourselves a foul with 2:19 remaining. And foul shots are going to be coming up here for Dothan. Levert Bristol makes the first one. And Bristol misses the second. But a good offensive rebound by Dothan to get it right back. There's a three-pointer by Cole. Cole gets their own rebound. Cole puts it up. And that's going to be a foul on Dothan as Lancaster trying to get the rebound. No, that's not that is a foul on Dothan. Geis now with it. Geis trying to get across his man. Geis, and he counts the bucket. That was partially blocked. Geis was still able to make the play. And it's 111-89. Geis is going to go to the line in the and one. Geis makes that one. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Dothan. Geis for three. No good. Rebound to Dothan. Stolen. Fuqua shot off. But Rogers is right there to clean up the glass. It's 114-89. Here comes Coleman. Coleman ends up losing it. He can't believe he missed that one. And I just think Lancaster just been able to have their way in that post. Lancaster just bullies their way for another bucket. 116-89. And Dawkins scores right there. Dothan's still trying to fight in this game. But this looks like going to be a victory for Lancaster. Another three-pointer. And the shots have just been falling here this afternoon. Less than a minute to go here in the contest. And good job there, Coleman. And stolen by Johnson. Dothan's going to continue to fight in this game. Three-pointer is off the mark. Fuqua. Coleman almost had that one. Shot was up. Yeah, they're just scrapping for that one. He just wanted to fight for that one. 2:18 remaining. Dothan with the basketball. And that's going to be a three for Dawkins. Dothan not quitting in this game. A minute 17 remaining. They're just trying to slow this one down. And that will do it. As Lancaster ends up winning this one by a final score of 119-96. Thank you for tuning in to another broadcast of PBA basketball. We will see you next time on PBA basketball. Have a good night, everybody.